Welcome to the She Invests Intuitively podcast, a Soulful Valley podcast for women who are done dimming their light, done playing small, and ready to rise. Here, we don't chase money. We align with it. We don't listen to market noise. We trust the quiet power of our inner voice. I'm Katie Carey, author, publisher, and intuitive entrepreneur. I turned debt and heartbreak into financial freedom, and now I'm here to remind you, investing in yourself is the most powerful decision you'll ever make. These short, soul-infused episodes and occasional guest conversations with kindred visionaries are your permission slip to move with purpose, lead with intuition, and receive with ease. Let's activate your next level together. Welcome, beautiful souls, to She Invests Intuitively, the podcast where we explore wealth, worth, and the whispers of intuition that lead us to miracles. I'm Katie Carey, publisher, author, and podcaster, and this is where my story really begins. Before there were books and microphones and bestseller banners, there was a little girl growing up in chaos. Money was scarce, tempers quick, and violence a familiar shadow in our home. When you grow up that way, you learn to sense energy before words. You can feel a storm long before it breaks. That's where my intuition was born, though back then I had no word for it. It was simply how I survived. Even inside that unpredictability, imagination became my sanctuary. I'd act out stories and sing in front of my bedroom mirror, turning pain into performance. By the time I was a teenager, I decided I wanted to be an actress, partly because it felt like freedom, and partly because I believed that if I became rich and famous, I could save my family from the struggle with money. I thought success would fix everything. We had no spare money for stage school, but something in me believed that God and my nan in heaven were helping me. I wasn't religious in the strict sense, but I prayed, I asked, and I listened. I could feel their support. So when opportunities appeared, I didn't question how. I simply whispered, "Thank you." At 14 or 15, I didn't know about alignment or manifestation, but I trusted and I believed in miracles. My first big break came when I was cast as Agnes Tellwright in Anna of the Five Towns for the BBC in one of the lead roles. Opposite at that time, the Doctor Who actor. A working class girl from Coventry standing under studio lights hearing action. It felt impossible and perfect all at once. While filming Anna of the Five Towns, I was recommended to audition for a radio play, Winnie Holden's Angel, and I got the lead part. At that age, I couldn't explain why these things were happening. It just felt miraculous, like my nan was moving mountains for me. More radio plays followed, a theatre production, a lead singer in a steel band performing at the NEC. Then at 17 came an invitation that felt like destiny to audition for the National Student Theatre Company. I was accepted, the youngest in the group, and spent the summer performing in London and later at the Edinburgh Festival. My school secured a grant to fund my travel, and the director of Anna of the Five Towns personally arranged my accommodation. I'll never forget that kindness. At the time, I didn't understand words like synchronicity or divine timing. I only knew that every time I said yes to something that lit me up, the next step appeared. To me, it was pure magic, proof that life could be wonderful after all. And there's a synchronicity that still makes me smile. One of the actors I worked with that summer was Ivan Kay. Decades later, the woman who ran his fan site crossed my path and she became one of my authors. Today, she's part of my editing team at Soulful Valley Publishing. Back then, it felt random. Now, I see it as a golden thread that never broke. During those years, I was also writing songs that arrived whole, flowing straight through me, lyrics with melodies. I didn't analyse them, I just wrote them down and sang. I understand now that I was already channeling, but at the time, I called it inspiration and marvelled at the mystery of it. Those teenage years were my first apprenticeship in faith and trust. They taught me that imagination and courage could move me from poverty to possibility. Every time a grant appeared or a door opened, I learned that something unseen, something loving was working with me. Back then I called it God, or my nan's help from heaven. Today I call it the universe. Different names, same divine current. When I look back now, I see how those early experiences trained me to become an intuitive investor long before I ever used that phrase. I invested time, heart, and belief, and the return was confidence, evidence, and the knowing that miracles are real. That girl who performed on BBC sets and Edinburgh stages is still inside me. She reminds me that intuition isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline, and that following what lights you up, even when logic says it's impossible, is always the best investment you can make. So if you've ever looked at your beginnings and thought nothing good can grow from here, please hear me. You are standing in the soil of your future miracles. Your hardship is not proof of limitation, it's proof of preparation. In the next episode, I'll take you into the years that followed, how that same faith carried me through marriage twice, motherhood, career changes, and the early ventures that taught me to invest in myself, even when there was no safety net. For now, take a moment to remember your own earliest dream, the one that felt too big to say out loud. That dream still holds a frequency. When you tune back into it, life begins to move again. If my story lit a spark in you, share this episode with a woman who needs reminding that faith isn't foolish, it's foundational. Follow She Invests intuitively for more stories of courage, creativity, and divine timing. Because when she invests intuitively, she becomes living proof that miracles are real. Thank you for tuning in to She Invests Intuitively. If this episode lit something up inside you, trust it, share it. Take one aligned action before the day ends. Remember, your energy is your currency. Your intuition is your greatest investment strategy. And you are already the woman you've been waiting for. Be sure to subscribe, leave a soulful review, and visit sheinvestsintuitively.com. Here's our disclaimer. The stories and insights shared in this podcast are for inspiration and educational purposes only and are not financial advice. Always trust your intuition and seek professional guidance when needed. When you've finished here, come and join me over on the Soulful Valley podcast, where inspiring authors, healers, and visionaries share their journeys of awakening, purpose, and transformation. Until next time, keep rising, keep trusting, keep investing intuitively.